Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Classic, and we have created a platform called Kleek. So basically, during COVID-19, businesses have retrenched a lot of permanent employees, including my mother, due to the fact that they could not pay them their salaries. However, with our solution, we are aiming to to let the sorry with our solution, Click Business, we are going to temporarily hire individuals to work and complete tasks upon completion in real time. They can verify and validate the user with the integrated contactable API and pay them using Momo. So we have used a patch management system or strategy to allow us to create a uniform workflow that works to address all the bugs found within a module. That will allow us to track and trace all modules related to logs, which will therefore give us a better understanding of what went wrong so that we can fix it. And for the security features, we use the contactable identity verification, and also to check the liveliness check, whether whatever you're saying, it's true or is it really you. We also use the contactable API and also the SQLi injection.
So in terms of the SQLi injection checks, is we have multiple middlewares built into the system itself. So we do check your CSRF, which is cross-site request forgery tokens, so that we know that it's coming from a legitimate source. We do block most XSS, LFI, and RFI vulnerabilities. So it's a fairly safe application. So our business model is, if a user purchases, for example, from a small businesses, 1 million loaves of bread, but that business only has 2 employees, what the system does is it automatically dispatches people online to say, hi, there's a job, there's employment available here. So what it does is it creates those people as temporary workers. So those temporary workers now, they are now able to work for that company for that period until that order is finished. And then automatically virtual accounts are created for them. So those same virtual accounts that they use will now allow them to get paid using MTN Momo. So now we're just going to go through how the system works, and then we'll see from there. So I'm just going to create my profile here. I've already logged in and I've already registered. So I'm just going to create my profile. 980205541480. And once I'm here, I can just say this, submit. It will automatically take me to my dashboard. So we have a script running in the background that is sending requests to update the users online, the cost of temporary workers. So what we are trying to do is trying to change the phase of the game of employment. So instead of having a lot of permanent workers, automatically we can now say, for this week, this person will work for your business. For that week, that person will work for your business. But the system matches you with the type of people that are able to do that task. So I'm just going to create a quick business now. So we're going to call it Classic Event. So I'm going to do the business type as a events management business. It was established 2019. Then test business. So the reason we do this is, for example, if let's say I'm an events company, I'm creating an event, I would necessarily need multiple ticketing systems to be able to handle the load. But with this approach, we are now able to pair tickets to your Momo account. We are now able to also give you people who live in that area who are looking for jobs to actually help you with that event. So we can automatically suggest bodyguards for you. We can automatically suggest people who will clean before and after, and we can automatically suggest service providers to install the sound and everything. So here, this is how the business created looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to automatically inject random users that will automatically update in real time from here. Sorry about that. Okay, so these are the users created. So I can still create more users as it generates, and then they will automatically appear here. So what this does is, this is a temporary employee index. So you can automatically add those users to a job order for an event, and automatically they will be hired and they are already vetted. So we vet when I created my profile and when they were created, they are vetted by Contactable's API. So we actually built SDKs and released them for free to other developers to actually use and implement with their own system. So that's more or less of what we do as Klaas1k.
Okay, thank you so much. You guys also actually had 20 seconds left, so we're just gonna move on to the judges' questions. Your time starts now, judges.
Hey guys, just to jump in straight, what I want to find out from you, I think it's a really cool idea, but going down to, really the core of this and solving a problem that COVID has brought upon us. Yes, you get unemployment, but is there a way that your system can actually, pick up if you were affected directly by COVID, like you said, your mom, that you were potentially retrenched, rather than this becoming, the next platform for any freelancer just looking for a side hustle?
Okay, so what our approach for that would be is, the South African government has a brilliant strategy of giving people 350 rand if they have never received assistance from there. So we can integrate with that database and automatically capture all those users in there. So the ones that are able to do the work, automatically they are selected. And any business, for example, a spaza shop receives 5,000 orders of bread, can automatically click of a button, and automatically temporary workers are placed for either a day or a week. Then automatically on completion, they are paid out. So this can be a new norm of employment in South Africa, whereby businesses that cannot afford to pay permanent employees can therefore rotate their employees based on their demand. So you no longer have to have a set budget for certain for paying your people. It's all dynamic based on how the business is performing.
Awesome. Okay, I get the angle that you're coming from. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, Liesel here. Just a question in terms of the resources, since you're looking at resourcing as well. Is there any verification or checks done against the resources that you offer on the site?
Okay, so I can't really show on the Contactable side, but this on the screen here is we wrote a package. We call it Contactable for Laravel. So what it does is it first checks if your ID is true. If we're gonna receive a true reply, then we do a selfie verification. So now after that selfie verification, we do check. We haven't received the API docs for Contactable, but I'm sure for checking the background that can work. But we did a workaround last night, and we used something called Verify ID. So what we did there is we checked somebody's credit record, we checked their criminal record, and we checked their employment history. So automatically all that data allows us now to actually place people within certain job types. And because of the history of the companies that they have worked at, we can therefore place you either at a construction site that has been called for a week, either at a bakery shop, or either at for example, an MTN shop. But now you don't need to even register a bank account. Everything is done for you automatically, whereby money is now dispatched from your momo account into your personal account, and you can cash it out. And with this vast network of businesses, we can also make a great deal to say these can be momo agents that can now give out cash where you can go banking, which means now we are turning the whole township economy into a digital one, especially in South Africa.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi, this is Giovanni. Can you tell us about the technologies that you have used to develop this prototype?
Okay, so the backend, the microservices, we built them using Laravel. So the interface is running on something called inertia.js. So the real-time updating of data on the platform is achieved by using WebSocket. If WebSocket fails, the system automatically reverts to something called long polling. So long polling, it simply keeps a request open to the backend and updates data as new data is added into the system. So apart from that, the database, we're using MySQL, but we can switch it to any database, about 30 types, to PostgreSQL, to Sybase, to SQLite, and everything. So what that means is we don't have to hard code any SQL commands. Instead, we can migrate to any system because we use something called Eloquent. So Eloquent is a model that allows you to use the same code base for multiple data sources, and you don't need to necessarily change anything.
And what about the set of tools that were available in the TEDx?
Okay, so we used Contactable for their verifications and identity verification API. And then here we have a trait for Momo. So we used Momo's disbursement API. We also used Momo's receipt collections API widget. So now this can be a full-blown e-commerce platform at a click of a button because those are implemented. And we wanted to use Huawei's RDS for scaling because they have an ELB stack that can automatically scale our servers across the whole ecosystem. But we couldn't add a credit card; it was refusing. But that's the type of infrastructure we are planning on. So they have. Huawei has an SMS stack, even MTN has an SMS stack. So we can rotate between the two to send out communications to the users and ensure that system is always online by hosting either in the South African region, because the ping times are usually lower if you are hosting in the region you're targeting. But we can scale across the globe using their CDN and their OBS to store the vetting files that we get from the multiple service providers.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Just gonna have to cut you guys there. That was time's up. Thank you, judges, for the questions.